Everyone. So here I am again, and in our second session. So today we'll learn about some data of how you know uh, learn about total and minimum, average, maximum, count, and how you can print your data and text functions, symmetry, non-symmetry data, formatting cells, etc. So these are our topic of today's session. So we'll begin with our data. So first I'll make some raw data so that you can understand easily. First I'll write student's name. Okay, for suppose my name, my colleague's name. Here I'll write students' names first. Okay, 4 to 5 are enough. So there. Now I'll write subjects. Hindi. Oh, there. Hindi, English, Maths, SST, Science. Okay. Now I'll adjust the column according to my text, and I'll score. I'll put the random marks in each subject. Okay, so here I have written marks in each subject. So our data is complete now. Now I have to अब मुझे जो है टोटल निकालना है इनका, टोटल सब्जेक्ट्स, टोटल मार्क्स कितने आए हैं हर स्टूडेंट के। तो उसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे हम टोटल लिखते हैं। टोटल निकालने का तरीका होता है सम। सम जो है, सम से हम टोटल निकालते हैं। अब जब भी आप फॉर्मूला टाइप करते हैं, आप इज इक्वल टू टाइप करते हैं, राइट। मैंने जैसे इज इक्वल टू अप्लाई करा और सम, हम सम टाइप करेंगे एस। जैसे मैंने एस टाइप करा तो आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे पूरी एस से रिलेटेड फॉर्मूलाज की लिस्ट आ गई। मैंने यू करा तो अब एस यू से रिलेटेड आ गई, बट मुझे चाहिए सम, तो मैं एस यू एम करूंगी तो यहाँ पे सम आ गया। अब इस फॉर्मूला को ओपन करने के लिए मुझे टैब प्रेस करना होगा। टैब प्रेस करते ही मेरे सम के जो फॉर्मूला है उसका सिंटेक्स ओपन हो जाएगा। सो व्हेन आई प्रेस टैब, the syntax is open, and here it says number one, number two, and when you add commas and commas again, the syntax will increase and you will see number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. So it's unlimited, it's up to you how many you want to apply. And as you can see, for syntax it's a mandatory, and it's an active. Okay, so it's a mandatory statement that we have to do. Second syntax, you can see it's in under square bracket. That means it's an optional argument. Okay, it's an optional argument. uh, the bold one means it's an active argument, and the other one in a square bracket means optional argument. A single argument can contain range also, and a range can contain multiple cells. Okay, do you understand what I'm trying to say? So first we have to select our range. So our range is Hindi to science, the whole subjects scoring marks which we got. I'll select the whole range from Hindi to science, and I'll close the bracket because I have opened the bracket, so I have to close it as well. It's rule number one that whenever we open the bracket or even double inverted commas in future when we'll learn about that, we have to close it also. So when I press enter, you'll see the total is 232. Then I'll apply it to the other student cells also by double clicking on it. So here you can see this total of every students. Now I want to uh, अब मुझे मिनिमम मैक्सिमम और काउंट इन सब के भी फॉर्मूलाज चाहिए बिकॉज आई वांट टू नो in which subject the students got minimum marks. So again, for minimum marks, the formula is equal to min minimum. Okay, I'll press tab, open the syntax, and it also says number one and number two. As you all know, number one is a mandatory argument, and number two, which is in square bracket, that means it's an optional argument. So I'll select the range from Hindi to science again, and I'll close the bracket and then enter. So here it says 45 is the minimum marks which I've got in Hindi. I'll copy paste the command by double clicking on it, and here you all can see the minimum marks of every student. Same with maximum also is equal to max. I'll press the tab key. It says number one, number two. I'll select the range and then close the bracket and enter. Here it is the maximum marks which every student got in their subjects. Count is for like how many total subjects you have. So for suppose we have 5 subjects: Hindi, English, Maths, SST, Science. But since you all know, not everyone has 5 subjects. Some have 7, 5, 4, 3. So for that reason, we'll use count so that we can know how many total subjects we have. Okay, so for count, the formula is equal to count. Press the tab key. Now it says value 1. Value 1 will select the whole range of subjects and then close the bracket, and I'll press enter. So here it says 5, which is the right answer because we have 5 subjects. Okay, so this is how you can uh, you know you can apply the total minimum and maximum and count formula so that आप जो भी आपका वो जो भी आपके सब्जेक्ट्स हैं वो आप निकाल सकें, राइट. सो अब इसको हम एनहांस करते हैं क्योंकि ये हमारी मार्कशीट एक तरह से डन हो गई, तैयार हो गया. तो हम इसको अगेन कैसे एनहांस करेंगे, इसको सिलेक्शन करेंगे हम और बोल्ड करेंगे, देन middle alignment and center alignment, and I'll put a border on it, and then the font is okay, but again I'll increase it to 14, and then if you want you can put background color as well. So I'll give it a green, maybe green is fine. Okay, then अब ये हमारे एक रॉ डेटा तैयार हो गया, ठीक है. अब हम इसकी कैसे हम कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग भी निकाल सकते हैं. I'll tell you about conditional formatting. First, I have to expand this data. So I'll add some students' name as well. For like Sumit, Sumit and Sheetal and Anil and yeah, I think that's it. We can add Sachin and mm, Vipin. Right. See. So here we all get the numbers. I'll copy paste the whole thing by pressing Ctrl C and Ctrl V. C. Okay, now I'll again so here it is. See, the border is missing here because I have written later. So what I can do is I'll put a cursor on some editing cell and then I'll select format painter. When I select format painter, it will edit as it is that we have in above section. Format printer, here you can see the description also is the like the look of a particular selection. You can apply that look to other content in the document. तो जो आपका लुक है, जैसा आपको आपने लुक क्रिएट करा अपने डेटा के लिए, उस लुक को एग्जैक्ट कॉपी करने के लिए आप फॉर्मेट प्रिंटर का यूज करते हैं ताकि वो एग्जैक्ट कॉपी होके कॉपी कर ले अपने न्यूज सेल में. ठीक है, फॉर्मेट प्रिंटर इसलिए ये यूज होता है. फॉर्मेट प्रिंटर इज ऑल्सो अ वेरी यूजफुल and helpful tool that Excel have given to us. So अब like conditional formatting we have to use. Conditional formatting, as you can see the description also, easily spot trends and patterns in your data using bars, colors and icons to visually highlight important values. So कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग क्या होती है कि जैसे आपको अपनी क्लास में या फिर अपनी ऑफिस में भी किसी के टॉप 10 परफॉर्मेंसेस निकालने हो या बिलो 10 परफॉर्मेंसेस निकालने हो या फिर उनका परफॉर्मेंस देखना हो कि किसका हाई है किसका लो है. ठीक है, एक क्राइटेरिया सेट करना हो कि एक पर्टिकुलर क्राइटेरिया के अकॉर्डिंग आपको देखना हो किसने एक्सीड किया या किसने पीछे रह गया, तो वो कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग मदद करता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हाईलाइटिंग सेल्स रूल्स में गए हमने चूज करा ग्रेटर देन. अब ग्रेटर देन में देखिए मुझे यहाँ पे वो क्राइटेरिया लिखना है. वेट अ सेक, फर्स्ट always remember select your data. Okay, I have to select only the subjects because I want to know in which subjects the student scored higher marks. So again I'll select the highlight cell rules greater than, and there I'll put some criteria for suppose 80. 80, as you all can see, it already highlights the 80 above marks the students got, and I want to put it in a green filled with dark green text because it's the highest marks we want to know about. So you'll see the highest marks that students got in which subjects also and how many marks, 80 above, right? Then again we'll select the data, conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, less than. When you select less than, we have to put a criteria in it. I want to know 33 below. Who got 33 below marks, and light red filled with dark red text is okay. So I'll click on OK, and here you all get the lowest 33 below marks the students got. And then I have to clear this rule. So for clearing this rule, go to clear rules and clear rules from selected sheets. Then it will clear the all rules. Okay. Now I want to know the top bottom rules. I want to know top 10 students who got the highest marks. So here it says top 10. and you can custom format also by font, border, and fill as well. So I want my fill color to be we'll go with light cause our cell font color is black. So I'll go with the blue, I think, or go with the yellow. And when I press enter, you'll see the top 10 students which got the highest marks. And same with bottom rules also. Bottom 10 and 10, and you can increase this number also and decrease it as well. So I want to know top below students who got lesser marks. So we'll go in. We also can select red text also. So see red text. We get to know about below 10 marks. I'll go with the custom format and I'll choose the color blue. So you can see the below top uh, top 10 and below 10 as well. We'll select this cell again and then uh, we'll clear this row from selected cells. Okay. Again, we'll go to conditional formatting. They are data bars. Data bars, you can see the gradient color, bar graph, and according to your graph, you can easily figure it out which got higher and which got lower. And here are the styles which you can choose according to yourself. And there are color scales also in which you can also figure out in green cells they are always higher marks, so that means it's a higher marks, and for lower marks it's a red color. Okay, and there's icon sets also like directional shapes, indicators, weightings. Directional you can see up, straight and down. So there are many styles you can use for your data according to yourself. Okay, so this is the conditional formatting we can use for our data to easily figure out, and it also presentable and enhance the data. Now format as table. How we can use table as a formatting? First we have to select our data by clicking Ctrl plus Shift plus down arrow, and we'll go with format as table. And you can see when you select one table, then they say where's your data for your table. This is the selection we have already made. Press OK. So it is the selection that we got. Here are so many options that we have that we can choose. See, according to your data, according to your choice, you can use. Like I want to choose yellow, I'll go with the yellow format table. Another way of using table is go to insert and here is table. When you click on table, it says where's the data for your table, where you want your data to be put. I want here, so I'll select this cursor and I'll press OK. So see, my table is bigger. I can drag it as much as I want according to my data of how long data is, and I'll drag it down also as much as I want data. Right? So here is the another way of using data table, and you can change the designs also. Clicking wherever you want the design. See, if you want the dark, you can choose the dark theme, medium theme, and light theme. Fine. Now I'll control Z to undo it because right now I don't want this. Now here it is the sort and filter. Sort and filter or is for organize your data so it's easier to analyze. Right now, as you can see, student's name is not in an alphabetical order. So what we can do is we'll select the student's name range, go to sort and filter, and select sort A to Z. When you select sort A to Z, you can see my data will be in alphabetical order. So that is how you can alphabetically change your data into alphabetical order by clicking just one click in within a less than a second. It will be sorted. Now, another is filter. First, select the title and go to sort and filter and choose filter. Filter is for those where we can जब हमें किसी का भी डेटा निकालना हो किसी पर्टिकुलर पर्सन का हमें डेटा चाहिए हो तो उसके लिए हम फिल्टर अप्लाई करते हैं फॉर सपोज वी हैव लिस्ट ऑफ many students and I want to know about one particular person. So what I can do is apply the filter and on student's name, just untick on select all and choose that student's name. For example, Sachin. And when I press OK, here you can see only the Sachin data will show on the screen. Okay, now I'll undo it. Same with if you want to compare two students, you can select that two persons, for example, Inshira and Chandresh, and when you press OK, here you can see and compare the two students' marks. Okay, for total also, if you want to see the highest total, see 435 is the highest, so you want to know who got 435 total marks. So when you press OK, you'll see the two person, which is Simran and Sachin, who got the highest total marks in the class. So that is how we can use filters in our data. Okay, and we have done with sort and filter, conditional formatting, table format, formulas. Now in insert, we'll go with the charts, how we can use the charts in our data. First, select the data and then on this corner into arrow, click on it and the box will open. Just move it side and go to all charts where you can see the varieties of charts that you can use in your data like column, line, pie, bar, area, xy, scatter, map, stock, surface. Here I want to bar graph. I want to know the bar graph of my data. So I'll press OK. Here it is the bar graph. I'll just delete the extra columns so that my chart will get some space. See, now it's fine. A chart title, there are, when you go in chart design, there are many options that you can explore, like quick layout, the layout that you want in your bar graph. As you can see, it shows the table also. The layout shows the table and here it shows the number marks also, and there it shows the like this bar layout. So there are many layouts that you can choose. Okay, and then there's change colors where you can change your colors according to yourself, like monochrome or colorful. Right, monochrome is also very looking good. Choose this monochrome and according to your color they are designs. See, this is also looking good. And after then, if you don't want this chart design, you can go to again insert and you can choose the pie chart. Data to be in pie, select the pie in 3D way also you can select, and when you press OK, here is the 3D pie chart, and here you can again layout, okay, where you can see the percentage also, the names also see, right, and you can change the color here also according to yourself. If you want to go for a color, you can select it, see, and according to that you can choose your designs as well, like this. So here is how you can select your charts and designs, right? Now I'll delete this. I hope you all understand how you can use the chart in your data. Now go to insert for selected data. Okay, now here we'll use pivot table. Now pivot table is for easily arrange and summarize complex data in a pivot table. So pivot table is used for summarize your data. We'll click on pivot table. Okay. Now here it says table range. Our table range is this, and here is it says choose where you want the pivot table to be placed. I want it in a new worksheet, right? And when I press OK, here it is my new worksheet, right? Pivot table, and this is the pivot table fields where we all have our title deeds, and this is our fields where we can put our values in it. For example, I'll select the student's name and drag it onto the rows. So you'll see the student's name is here. Now I want to know about the science marks, or I want to know which students got the minimum marks. So I'll select the minimum and drag it on into the values. So you'll see all the minimum marks the students got. Okay. Now I want to know about the total. So what I can do is drag the total and put it in the values. So here we all can see the total. And if you want to remove it also, just select it and put it back into their place. So that is how we can use pivot tables for summarizing our data. Okay, now how we can use find and place. For example, this is our lengthy data, and we have to find a particular name or their data. So what I can do is we can go in this find and select, okay, where we have find, and other way is just press Control plus F. By Control plus F you can see the find and replace box. In find what, just put the name on it what you want to know. For suppose I'll write CD and I'll select find out. As you all can see, CD are many in this data, so I'll go with find all. Then and here are the list related to CD. Okay, so that's how we can find anything in our data by pressing Ctrl plus S and put the values in it. Same with replace also, Ctrl plus just go with Control for replace, just go find and select and go to replace. Okay, and the command is for replace is control plus H, right? The replace option toolbox will open. Now it says find what. Suppose I want CD to replace with DVD. So in find what, I'll put CD, and in replace I want to replace CD with DVD, and I'll replace it all cause CD is many and I want replace it with DVD. So I'll replace all. So here it says all done. We made 23 replacements. So the 23 replacements we have made, and you can see the DVDs here. Okay, so that is how we can use find and replace in our lengthy or complicated data. It can save your time as well. Okay, now format cells rules. Here is the format cells rules. Format cell rules is for like there is a rupee sign, but you want a dollar sign in it. So what you can see, this is our numbers like currency. You can see another way is this little arrow where you can click on it and it says currency, and you can choose the currency according to your data. Like I want the dollar signs, so I'll select the dollar sign and then press OK. So here it is, the dollar sign. When I have to replace it with rupee. So the dollar sign is here. I'll select the format penta as I told you earlier, and just select in rest of the cells so that the rupee sign will change into dollar sign. The command for formatting the numbers and data is control plus one. Control plus one, you can see the format cell is showing, and here you can format anything that you want. Is number, currency, date and time, percentage, fraction, scientific. For example, if you write date for suppose 13th May 2024, enter. So see, Monday 13th May. If you write again 13th May 2024, so this is it. Suppose this is the format of the date, but you want in this formatting. So what you can do is by pressing Control plus one, the box will appear, and in date you can see so many styles of dates which you can use. Here you can see a month, date and year also, day also, and the short format of dates also. So if you want to go with only the month, day and date, so you can see 13 May 2024, and other formatting is with the day as well. So here you can use formatting for your data. Now you want to you want to apply the formula so that the total will come, right? अब पेन का टोटल हमें निकालना हो तो हम क्या करेंगे, हम अगेन जैसे मैंने आपको अभी डेटा में बताया था मार्कशीट के टाइम, हम सम का फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करेंगे विच इज इक्वल टू सम, SUM, sum, press the tab key and then select the whole range of pen. Okay, and close the bracket, enter. So here is the total of pen. Same with is equal to sum, press the tab and then select the whole range and then enter. See, is equal to sum, press the tab, close the bracket and then enter. See, so the sum is here, and as you can see it's in rupee sign. So again you can select the cell of the dollar where dollar is put, and clicking on format printer you can select the rupee sign and it changes into dollar sign. Simple. Now how we can uh, पुट और परसेंटेज। अब हम परसेंटेज कैसे निकाल सकते हैं? परसेंटेज निकाल सकते हैं हम इसे परसेंटेज। अब how can we find the percentage? To find the percentage is to just a simple formula is equal to select the pen and divided by just select the cell and divided by the total cell. Okay, and when you press enter, uh, the percentage is here, which is 13.9%. तो 13.9% परसेंटेज आ गई। अब जैसे हम इसको ड्रैग करेंगे बाकी कॉपी करने के लिए, तो आप देखेंगे कि यहाँ पे एरर आ गया, DIV डिवाइडेड बाय 0। ऐसा क्यों हुआ? क्योंकि आप जब when we'll see this by cursor पुट करके, then it says E27। हमारा जो टोटल सेल है वो है E20। E27 हमारा ये आ रहा है विच इज अ ब्लैंक सेल। सो दैट इज वाई यहाँ पे एरर आया। अब इस एरर को हटाने के लिए हम क्या कर सकते हैं, इस सेल को फ्रीज कर सकते हैं। फ्रीज करेंगे तो ये अपनी पोजीशन चेंज नहीं कर सकता। तो अगेन विल अप्लाई द फॉर्मूला इज इक्वल टू pen cell divided by total cell, but for freezing will uh, will press F4. By pressing F4 key on your keyboard, it will freeze this cell, even the range also. And when you apply it to other cells, you can see our percentages here. So that is how we can see the percentage. Okay, by freezing the cell. Now अब जैसे हमारे ये एक डेटा तैयार हुआ, इसको मैं एक बार कॉपी पेस्ट कर देती हूँ so that we have a lengthy data. Okay, suppose we have this data, or we can increase it again. Now we have to print this data. So what we can do is by pressing Ctrl plus P, you can see the data is in 2 pages, and first one column is in the next page, but I want my data to be only in 1 page. So what I can do is simple, just go in the page break preview. In page break preview, you can see this page 1, and here you can see the dotted line, which is the divider of the page. So what I can do is I'll just drag this dotted line into the last, and here it is my data into first page. Now when I'll again press the Control P, now you can see my data is in 1 page, but as you can see it's in the corner, which I don't want it. I want to be in proper alignment. I want the proper alignment when I print out this data. So what I can do is first I'll delete this extra row. Okay, then I'll select the whole range. The another way of selecting the range is print area, where you can set your print area. Okay, so first we have to select our data, then go to print area and set print area. So this is our print area that we have set. Again press the Control P, so you can see my print area, and this is the page setup. In page setup, you can landscape also, portrait and landscape mode. When I landscape it, you can see the data is looking better and it's in clear also. uh, Earlier the data was small and it was quite difficult to read. So when I landscape the page, the data is very much visible now. Again, I'll go in the page setup, and you can see there's so many spaces. So what I can do is increase the percentage size for approx 95%. Okay. And in margins, the margins are equal 0.5, 0.5. You can adjust it according to yourself, like 0 to 0.5. I'll go with 0.5. And center of page. When you untick it, you can see the data is in the corner, but I wanted center. So when I click on horizontally center on page, now you can see my data is in the center of this page. When I click OK, you can see now my data is looking much better now. So that's how you can print your data, by setting the page setup, and by going into the break preview and convert two pages into one. So printing in Excel is also very important to understand how you can print or how you can manage the data, so that you can print according to yourself. Now, the next is our change case. Here it is the change case. For example, I have there's a list of names that I've got. Okay, but it's all in capital letters, but I want it in small letters. So, most of the people will write it down like S dot R dot Tendulkar, right? Most of the people just manually write it down, the whole list. It will only consume your so much time. So what we can do is, there is a formula for it. The formula is equal to, for lower it's lower, for lowercase it's lower. As you can see lower, I'll press the tab, now it's open. It says text, the syntax says text, and my text is this, SR Tendulkar. And I'll close the bracket and then enter. When I press enter, you'll see my whole text is in now lowercase. I'll copy it down to the rest of it. Now you can see my whole list is in the lowercase. Same with uppercase also. If the list is in lowercase and you want it in uppercase, what you can do is equal to, just write upper, press the tab key and just select the text. Close the bracket and then enter. See, then you'll see the whole text is in uppercase. Copy paste down the formula by double clicking on it, and you can see the whole text is in capital letter. And for proper case also, like first letter should be in capital and the rest of it should be in small. So for that uh, method, there is also a formula which is equal to proper. Very easy formula. For lower case it's lower, for upper case it's upper, and for proper case it's proper. Just select the cell, control close the bracket and then press enter. Here you can see all the text are is in proper case. The first letter is in capital and the rest of it is in small, smaller. And always remember that it also counts the space. If you just erase the space between SR, and when you press enter, so you will see the R is in capital because there is no space in between them. And when you apply space, now R is capital, so the space also counts in proper case. Okay. And for card length is like how many total letters you have in the name or in the list, whatever list you have got. So for that you can use card length. For card length, the formula is equal to len, len. And when you press tab, it says text, and when you select the text and control close the bracket and then enter, now it says 15. I'll copy down the formula by double clicking on it. And 15 is because again it also counts the space. Okay, if I remove the space between r, again, see, now it's become 14 because I have removed the space, and I when add the space, now it's 15. So that is how it works in proper case and in card length, right? Now here is our symmetry data. Symmetry data is like, there's a product codes, but I want only the letters in the code. So what I can do is just apply the formula which is left, because the alphabetical order is in the left. So what I can do is equal to, I'll apply left tab, and it says text. Text is this, comma, and number characters. Number characters is how many characters you want. Like KPO, in each code you can see there are only 3 letters. So I'll write 3 and close the bracket, and when I press enter, see, the KPO is here. I'll just delete this. Okay, then I'll copy paste this uh, formula. For numbers also, the number as you can see is in the right. Okay, so what is the formula? Is equal to right. Simple. It says again text. I'll select the text, and it says number character. So when you count it, it is 6 characters in number format. So I'll type 6. It's up to you how many characters you want to put. So you can apply that number also. See, the whole number is here. I get the letter also, and I get the numbers also. For middle, if you want the middle code, what you can do is equal to mid. Middle, for middle formula, it's a mid. Okay, now it says text. Text is this, comma, up start number. Start number is where you want your code to be started. So I want my code to be started in the third. Okay, so I'll select the third number characters, and I want my code to be in 4 characters. So I'll select the 4 characters. And when I press enter, now it says 0232. And I'll copy down the rest of the formula also. So here it's a middle code. W129 R187 O183. Okay. Now if you have the just letter or number, and you want to make it a code, so there is a also formula where you can combine two or more than two row text or values into one. So that formula is concatenate. Just apply is equal to, just type concatenate, and here it says concatenate. Just press the tab key. Now, very simple, just select the first value, comma, and then second value. That's it. Close the bracket. Here it is your code. Okay. The two different, or the two divided, you can say, text or numbers values, you can put it in, convert it into one, and then you copy the code. And the second method for concatenate is equal to, just select the first and apply the and sign. Okay, and then the second format, and then just apply. Here it also, you can see the second method of concatenate. So these are the formulas of where you can divide the code also, and as well as convert it into one, so that it becomes a code. Okay, in non-symmetry data, now I have the names with their surnames, but I want that first name should be in first column, second last name should be in the second column. I want it into two different columns. So what I can do is, I'll go in data, and here it is says text to column. First of all, always select your range criteria. What's your criteria? Our criteria is to select the whole range of the names, and we want to separate the names so that we can get both the names in two different columns. So first we'll select the column range, and I'll go in data, the text to columns, where it is delimited. Okay, just select the delimited, and when you next, here it says tab. When you tick on space, you see it creates line. Line means it is now it has space in between, and when you apply next, you can see now it's divided into two columns. See, first column and the second column. Now it says the destination, where you want to put the destination. So I'll select this. I want the destination to be here. The name should be here. So I'll select this, and when I finish it, there's already, do you want to replace it? I'll say okay. And here it is. You can see the first name is in the first column as I want. The second last name is in the second column. So both the names are separated now as I want. Now, if you want to join it together just like that, again, we'll apply the concatenate formula. As you know, we have learned it earlier. It's a concatenate formula to uh, put combine the text into one is equal to this. Sorry, I'll first write concatenate. Okay, I'll press the tab key, and then I'll select the first comma and then the second. When I close the bracket and I press enter, you'll see the Janvi Mehra, uh, but there is no space in between. So what I can do is I have to put a space in it. So what I can do is for applying space के लिए हम will apply the inverted commas. When we'll apply the double inverted commas, it creates the space. Okay. And when I press enter, you'll see the space between Janvi and Mehra. Okay. Here with concatenate also, the second method also, just select the first name and and apply the double inverted commas. Again, apply the and sign, Mehra, and then enter. See, here it becomes the Janvi Mehra with the space as we want. Right, so here it is where we have completed our second session, where we have learned the data printing option, find and replace, formatting cells, how we can format cells, change case and symmetry, non-symmetry data, and where how we can apply conditional formatting tables, or how we can add filters, pivot tables, and how we can add chats in our data. Okay, I hope you have learned a lot from this session, and don't forget to practice, as practice makes a man or woman perfect. So please keep learning and keep practicing. Till then, see you in the next session. See you all. Bye bye.